Well, after we escaped Heavy, don't know how, but anyways.
Why do you think it's time to talk about Soldier?
Yeah, it's okay. We'll talk about Soldier. Now, this is another touchy subject because, again, the Soldier's an optional class of mine because I really never play Soldier. I usually play a Scout, NG, or mostly the Medic, if even though... Oh, God. But,
Now,
yeah.
now there's a few ways of playing Soldier.
Yeah,
There's
I'll
my
let
favorite
Nick.
way, and then there's the regular way. Now, the regular way is just straight up rocket launcher, buff banner, and interchangeable melee. My favorite way is rocket jumper, bison, and whatever melee you want.
Yeah, the
Just
Trollger. The Trollger.
Oh, it's not a
Oh,
soldier
no.
without the man treads. It's
Yeah, it's
Bison
not
soldier.
Soldier without
There's a
man
difference.
Yeah.
For the love of God, please do not use man treads unless you are just dinking around with your friends in like a pub server or
Bros, word of warning. If you fucking use it in an MVM server in the man up, guarantee you'll get kicked the instant they see that rocket jumper. I should know when I accidentally had it open because I was practicing rocket jumping. They're like, oh my fucking God, are you serious? Kicked? What the fuck?
Seriously.
See, even Soldier feels my pain.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously though, if
please,
you're gonna be a
just
troll, do it on with your friends that understand you and not in the middle of a game that people are actually trying to take it seriously, even though it's a game that should be taken seriously in the first place.
Like that stops people.
Yeah.
The robots are coming.
Like I wouldn't dare, let alone play Soldier in Man Up. I wouldn't dare fucking use the
Trollger.
like the jumper and bison.
Me, this is my recommended output. I would definitely use the stock or the beggar's bazooka. But
stock beggars or black box. I would say.
But people, listen up. If you're not the soldier that has the beggar's bazooka, do not take the ammo boxes. Leave it for the soldier.
Oh, beggar's bazooka. Beggar's bazooka is so boss when it's powered up fully.
It is.
So
and it is so fun.
I know.
You just fucking fly around like fucking Superman.
I love it.
Kind of getting off topic here, but
yeah.
Thumbs up.
But you gotta save the ammo boxes for the soldier, because for one, unfortunately, there's a debuff that really fucks a soldier in the ass, and that is because it cannot take ammo from dispensers, which is very fucking stupid, by the way.
Yes, it is. But
yes, it is.
It's Valve.
It's Valve, yes.
Who are we to judge?
Now, here's what I want to recommend people who ever played the soldier class. If you do not have any buffs, you better have the bison, because the bison can go through targets,
including the tank.
Yeah, wrecks tanks. You can kill shit through the tanks. Yo, dog, I heard you like killing shit, so I let you kill shit through other shit, so you can kill shit while you're killing shit. Dog.
If I have to say anything, there's one thing I want you all to do. Here's the top 3 of the buffs that you can use for your team. The last being the Conjurer, because it doesn't help nobody and only helps you. So don't use it. And if you don't have a buff banner, use the battalion's backup. Sure, it may not get the job done, but at least it keeps your teammates a little bit more alive and don't have to visit the medic and have an Archimedes stuck in their chest.
Poor Scout.
And now, the most important, the buff banner. For the love of God, if you got the money, upgrade it to its max buff duration. Because your teammates, especially the engineer, will thank you for it.
Love you forever.
And trust me, with the damage that you could do on against enemy tanks and the other smaller classes, trust me, you'll be popping buffs left and right. So there's no excuse not to use it. Unless you're with a bunch of friends and you're all fucking around and what have you.
Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, here comes the most
do not use the fucking, the worst one. The, what's it called again? Defense.
The Conjurer?
No, the defense one.
That's the battalion's
backup. The battalion's backup, yeah. We already talked about that one?
Yeah, we already talked about that one. I told them that it would keep your teammates alive a little bit longer, but unfortunately it's not good as the buff banner. But it's better than nothing.
Yeah. And please, for the love of God, please. Yes, no reserve shooter. I mean, it's just... It's not even that decent unless
you know how hard it is to coordinate a fucking a pyro to air blast?
Especially a soldier.
Well,
yes.
The robot stuff.
I just convulse just thinking about a cooperative teamwork between a pyro and a soldier. It's not going to work.
Oh, you can knock things up in the air as soldier. You just have to use the Liberty Launcher, and who uses Liberty Launcher in MVM? I mean, really. I don't even think I've seen any.
The guy we were playing with, Reese, this like last hour, I think.
Really?
I think
I'm observing. No, that's not surprising then.
That was me that was using the Liberty Launcher because I was dinking around. But other than that, also let's talk about the touchy subject about the soldier's melee weapons. The soldier, I hate to say, has the worthless lot out of fucking melees that I've ever seen. Seriously?
No pain train. No pain train.
No,
please God, no pain
train.
No pain train.
Oh, going back to demo. No pain train.
Pain train is forbidden in the entire world.
No pain train. Bad.
No, it is banned in the entire universe.
Fucking MVM server, I guarantee you, if you see anyone with a pain train, I guarantee you they ain't gonna stick around long.
Yeah.
Go with
also, Garner, big no.
Go with a. If you want to be frisky, use the whip. Sure, may make.
Steel whipper. No, don't take me to that discussion. There's a certain someone who likes to whip people that I know.
Yeah. But use the whip. Sure, it may not do much damage, but it'll let you move. It'll help your engineer a little bit to ready up. You know, especially against those fucking big mobs.
Yeah.
Now, I'd say like best thing to use for soldier, like
either the two pickaxes, the equalizer, and the escape
for
plan.
Damage, like if for speed, if you want to make a quick escape plan.
Yeah, I usually use equalizer because I usually get damage, and the damage it does is fucking extreme. I told myself to 1 HP once, and I did at least 395 damage with crits.
I use the other one more, the escape plan.
Escape plan, yeah.
It's just more. It just comes in handy a bit more.
Now it's time to move on to Natalie's favorite class, the engineer.
The engineer.
Everybody ready?
And I can probably tell you here, out of the most of us, I have probably played the most. Engineer.
And let me give you guys a word of warning. You fucking use the goddamn gunslinger, I will hang you in your sleep.
Also, do not use the tickle gun. Do not use the tickle gun.
Oh,
AKA
for the love of God, please.
Do not use short circuit.
Yes.
Do not use the tickle gun.
Now, if you want to play risky with the engineer, I would definitely recommend the fucking Widowmaker. It's high stakes and it's dangerous.
It doesn't work on tanks, though. It doesn't work on tanks. You don't get ammo from the tanks. It's just no.
Yeah. Oh God. But out of all the things I have to say, if you want to be an Engie, use the following, which Natalie will probably give you a heads up for.
Default's probably the best, if nothing more, just because it's the default. But default's usually best for anything if you don't have any decent ones. I personally, when I first started playing, I used the Southern Hospitality. Its bleed damage is decent against spies. It's decent against spies that you may have a problem with. You know, spy comes near you.
But
maybe
just max out its melee attack first.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say like Jag's got.
Jag is decent because the fact that it's got it's not a very big difference, but it is very helpful as engineer.
Yeah.
And as far as like any others go, the Eureka effect.
No.
Please don't. Just don't.
Trust me, in a game like MVM, you do not want to have a disability like that. You don't want to.
Ah!
Engineer already has that Jesus Christ, engineer. You need to get that Twitch checked. Sheesh. But, anyways, one thing that you don't want to do as MVM, like I stated in a threatening manner, is use the fucking gunslinger. No good could come out of a gunslinger.
Yeah.
The only upside to it, and I take this very lightly because it's a fucking gunslinger in MVM. The only upside to it is because of how shitty it is it doesn't get sentry busters. That is the only upside to it.
The sentry busters feel bad for your team. that
They're
you're
just
using
like,
the
oh
mini
dear
sentry.
God, you're using it. For
Wait, Sentry Busters have feelings?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they're the one robot that have feelings.
Yes.
Though they
Ow.
let their words to be
Nice shot.
known a little more explosively than others.
Yes.
They're very vocal. Let's just put it that way. But here's what I recommend: if
Hey, no,
people who
hyperspace.
never got used to the Wrangler, this is the best time to train that. Because if you play
Yes.
other game modes, the Wrangler will help you out in MVM.
I
Nah.
would say pistol's gotta be
Shut
like.
up, engineer. I know what I'm talking about.
When do I play NG?
That's a good point.
When, and in fact, when am I good at NG though?
But the engine. This is the reason why you should use the gunslinger, though, because it gives depth. When you use this gunslinger, it gives out buffed out damaged. Well,
Mhm.
only
Heck
by a
no.
small. Be quiet. Oh, Jesus. It's like being ridiculed by my grandfather. But anyways, engineer is one of those classes that you definitely need for the group to succeed. And for the love of God, NGs,
14.
if you're playing, do not use gunslingers and make sure that the dispenser is near a heavy. The heavy
Unless
Alrighty
it's on
then.
Man Up. Or not Man Up, Manworks.
yeah.
Because there is no full ammo packs nearby, you need that dispenser until you get metal regain. Which
Yeah.
even then can be useful, but it's useful, but it's not as helpful as a dispenser.
Now,
Heck yes.
since I'm going to let this be a 20-minute video, might as well talk about the most important class in MVM, the Scout.
But we haven't really covered
Scout.
we
Oh,
haven't
wait, oh,
covered primaries for
Oh, primary
Oh,
for the NG
shit, I
group.
forgot about that. Okay, then.
Oh,
You have to wait
well,
your turn, Scout.
um if
Just-
you
Frontier Justice or Rescue Ranger. I'd say.
yes,
Or
definitely.
if you want to be a battle NG, as in,
Yes.
if you want... Who said that? Oh, well. But if you want to be a battle NG, I would definitely recommend the Thompson. And make sure you aim for the medics. They'll always
Definitely.
rage with that.
Mhm.
But,
Wait, Rowan's in Rage?
yes, they rage. But, other than that, I don't really have any other thing to say about
The Rescue
NG.
Ranger and the Frontier Justice.
Yeah.
The flop is Frontier Justice. You get crits on how many times your sentry gets killed, and as engineer, you get kills every round, no matter what. Unless you're a horrible engineer, you get kills no matter what.
Yeah.
And the amount of crits you can stack up is 35. Just warning you now for those people who get like
Stop.
20 kills
Yeah.
or something on one sentry, you're gonna be like, oh my god, why is this not stacking up more than 35? It only stacks up to 35. It's fair warning.
Yeah.
It has its
Downsides, too.
downsides too. It's
Shitty
Decent.
range.
it's shitty range, and the fact that it only holds 3 shells,
Rounds.
shots, is kind of annoying. But
If you want
other
to go anything, I would go... NG is the only class you can really go default and nothing bad will happen.
yeah,
Because
Yeah.
out of all 9 classes, the engineer actually has a higher critical hit ratio. Especially with his wrench.
Because of all damage.
Of course, if
And-
I had a 50-ton wrench, or not 50-ton, how the fuck would NG use it? A 50-pound wrench getting slammed into my skull, I guarantee you I won't be waking up the next morning. Ain't that right, Spy? But anyways,
and
not.
the Rescue Ranger is decent. It is really, really good if you are far away from your sentry and say a sentry buster comes. Oh my god, you have a sentry all the way over there and you can't get to it before the sentry buster does. But when you have the Rescue Ranger, you can teleport it to yourself using it. Metal. Downside, you use metal doing it. Upside, you may save your sentry. Downside, again, you take mini crits while you're carrying a building. So, if you are near a bunch of steel gauntlet heavies,
you're fucking dead.
yes, if you are carrying a building,
If you
or
carry, or if anything gets a hold of you, you're fucking dead.
yeah, you're pretty much dead.
No.
Or if you're the unlucky bastard that gets backstabbed by a spy that just wasted his time trying to save his sentry, only to get backstabbed by a spy.
By a
later
spy.
on.
Fucking spies.
Looks like
As
I'll actually have-
As engineer, you only have a few main things to worry about. Spies, as usual, and sentry busters.
And the occasional fucking pyro.
And the occasional pyro. And the occasional fucking always critted super giant, or super soldiers.
Yeah. But anyways, sadly we had to cut this one short again. Even though
God
I
damn
thought we could. But anyways, once we get back, we're going to talk about the most important class of the MVM game. But anyways, see you later.
See